लेकिन आई फॉरगॉट एवरीथिंग एक्सेप्ट फोटोशॉप। लोगो बनाने का तरीका ये, किसी का भी लोगो उठाओ, उसको 30% चेंज कर दो तो आपका लोगो बन गया। हर किसी को सीएस का भूत सवार था उस टाइम, और मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड भी सीएस कर रहा था। तो मैंने एग्रीमेंट किया कि यार मेरे जब कोर्सेज होंगे आई वुड गो और बाकी टाइम आई विल बी अवेलेबल। तो उनके साथ मैंने काम किया, दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट जॉब। ये रियलाइज हुआ कि लोकल इंडस्ट्री की जो सेंस है वो इतनी ज़्यादा डेवलप नहीं हुई, एंड आई यूज्ड टू ब्लेम माई सेल्फ फॉर दैट, बट व्हाट आई हैव सीन डिजाइनर्स डू, दे आर जनरेटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ आर्टिफैक्ट्स जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ। देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ हार्टब्रेक इन्वॉल्व्ड। मैं पूरे रैशनल लेके जा रहा हूँ, मैं 4 पेजेस लेके जा रहा हूँ, और सामने वाला बंदा, कम से कम मैंने साल लगाया उनकी रीब्रांडिंग पे, एंड माय फैमिली स्टिल सेज कि आपको जाके मैंने पुश करना चाहिए था। AI is having a difficult time, and this is where I think designers need to pay a lot of attention. In a way, what we have given designers is another junior designer. Like this is I think the case for everyone. Every person who was in a junior role now gets an intern. The component that we ended up creating was one of a kind. That did take a toll on me afterwards, and I actually ended up getting fired from whatever. तो जॉब बंद होगी, मैंने अप्लाई भी नहीं किया। 3 महीने बाद सेम जॉब आई, UI डिजाइनर की। I still didn't apply. Are you okay with coming to the UK? And I was like, हाँ, मतलब उस टाइम पे यार you were being offered to get out of the country. Why not?
Why not?
Let's do something more scientific, more objective, more suitable for my type.
I would love to hear about who are you as a person, just for the audience, and अगर आपकी जर्नी आप हमें बता सकें, like how did you get into the design, your experiences and all, so that would be great. Over to you, Ahmed bhai.
Who am I as a person? Yeah. ये philosophical हो गया है start होते साथ। यार, I think I am someone who loves creativity. I am someone who admires integrity. I am deeply religious. These are sort of the things that define me, I guess. I am a natural empath. इसके अलावा क्या बता सकता हूँ? INTJ-A, वो जो मायर्स ब्रिग्स, उसके हिसाब से personality है। कभी-कभी INFJ आती है, कभी-कभी INTJ आती है, लेकिन I think confirmed INTJ ही है। तो I am introverted, confirmed. I think हमारी definition है ना, वो extrovert introvert slightly wrong भी है। मतलब हमें एक्सट्रोवर्ट उसको कहते हैं जो बोल सकता है, प्रेजेंटेशंस कर सकता है, कन्विंस कर सकता है।
मुझे लगता है वो अगर इंसान है, पर्सन ए और पर्सन बी, पर्सन ए जो है वो अगर वो एक्सट्रोवर्ट है तो अगर उसका एनर्जी लेवल 50 पे है तो वो थ्रू इंटरेक्शंस एट द एंड ऑफ द डे उसकी एनर्जी 100 पे होगी। और दूसरी साइड पे जो इंट्रोवर्ट है वो बिकॉज ऑफ द इंटरेक्शंस कुड बी प्लेजेंट कुड बी अनप्लेजेंट, बट उसकी एनर्जी लेवल जो है वो तकरीबन 0 पे होगा।
एग्जैक्टली ये स्टैंडर्ड डेफिनेशन है। तो यस, आई डू गेट डाउन, मेरी अच्छी खासी एनर्जी ड्रेन होती है सोशल इंटरेक्शन पे, लेकिन आई लव इट। स्पेशली आई थिंक जैसे जैसे मैं एज कर रहा हूँ मुझे ज़्यादा मजा आना शुरू हो गया। आई डोंट नो इफ दैट्स नेचुरल या क्या।
सही है दैट्स ऑसम, क्योंकि मैं एक नेचुरल वो जो कन्वर्सेशन स्टार्टर होता है ना, वो मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा हर्डल है, बट वो जैसे जैसे फ्लो में आती जाती है फिर मुझे मज़ा आता है। तो ये है सही है, परफेक्ट। सो आपने अपनी पर्सनालिटी टाइप और हु आर यू एज अ पर्सन तो बता दिया। आई एम मोर इंट्रिग्ड इन योर जर्नी, वेयर डिड यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द डिजाइन एंड करेंटली वेयर यू आर, कैसी एक रोलर कोस्टर राइड रही आपकी? सो ओवर टू यू।
मेरी जर्नी, आई थिंक इट स्टार्टेड इन यूनिवर्सिटी। आई वाज वेरी मच laid back at that point. Schooling में I was at सिद्दीक पब्लिक 6 रोड, और they were very strict। और उसमें यही था कि आपने टोटल जो है ना पढ़ाकू पूरा प्रॉपर, जो हम कहते हैं ना पप्पू बच्चा, वो वाला सीन था। और जब मैं उसमें गया हूँ, कॉलेज में गया हूँ, तो कॉलेज वाज वेरी मच डिफरेंट, क्योंकि हम अबू ने पता किया डिफरेंट कॉलेजेस का, और किसी प्रोफेसर ने सजेस्ट किया कि कायदे आजम चकलाला स्कीम 3 वाला जो बड़ा अच्छा है उसमें आप डाल दो बच्चे को। तो ये सर ओके फाइन ऑसम, तो उसमें गया तो आई रियलाइज्ड कि वो अच्छा है, क्योंकि उसके स्टूडेंट नंबर लेते हैं, क्योंकि दे आर सेल्फ टॉट और वो खुद से मेहनत करना जानते हैं। हमारी तरह नहीं कि डंडा पड़ा तो पढ़ेंगे। तो वो वाला सीन बड़ा एक क्योटिक टाइप था। पहले ऑर्डर से उठ के एकदम क्योस में गए, और उसने पर्सनैलिटी को बैलेंस किया आई वुड से, क्योंकि पहले मैं थोड़ा सा रिजल्ट होता था, बिल्कुल सोचा ही नहीं कभी कि क्लास बंकिंग कोई चीज़ होती है। वो प्रॉपर डर हर किसी का बैठा हुआ है। कॉलेज में जाके वो वाली जो चीज़ है ना एकदम चेंज हो गई, एटमॉस्फेयर चेंज हो गया। यूनिवर्सिटी में वो जो चीज़ है वो थोड़ी सी कंटिन्यू हुई, लेकिन यूनिवर्सिटी में ये हुआ कि आई वाज सॉर्ट ऑफ फिगरिंग आउट माई सेल्फ, और आई वांटेड टू ट्राई एंड लर्न एज मेनी थिंग्स एज पॉसिबल। तो यूनिवर्सिटी में वो फेज़ आया जो आई थिंक काफ़ी लोगों का यूनिवर्सिटी के बाद आता है, विच इज़ आप एकदम पढ़ के फारिग होते हो, ग्रेजुएट करते हो, एंड देन यू स्टार्ट टू थिंक अबाउट व्हाट टू डू इन लाइफ। मेरा जो स्टेज है वो उसी में आ गया था, लाइक CS में आ तो गया ऑब्वियसली, हर किसी को CS का भूत सवार था उस टाइम। और मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड भी CS कर रहा था, तो आई थॉट दिस इज द फील्ड जो करनी है। खुद तो वही एस्ट्रोनॉट वाला सीन है भाई, एस्ट्रोनॉट बन नहीं सके तो फिर क्या करें, नेक्स्ट जो आपकी फील्ड चल रही है उसमें चले जाओ। तो दैट वाज द यूजुअल जर्नी। आई थिंक हुआ ये कि सेकंड सेमेस्टर में आई वाज फ्री, समर्स आ गए और फिर मैंने कहा टाइम नहीं ज़ाया करना। वन ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स उसने कहा कि यार मैं ना वेब डेवलपमेंट के लिए जा रहा हूँ। लाइक ओके ऑसम, मैं भी चलता हूँ। तो हम दोनों गए, उसने सिखाना शुरू की वेब डेवलपमेंट, लेकिन वेब डेवलपमेंट छोड़ के जो है ना उसने पहला जो काम किया ना वो हमें सिखाई फोटोशॉप। और उसने हमें क्या लेसन दिया, आई स्टिल रिमेंबर द लेसन, इट्स रियली अमेजिंग एंड समथिंग। उसने मुझे कहा कि यार लोगो बनाना बड़ा आसान है, आपको वेबसाइट बनानी है तो आपको लोगो बनाना आना चाहिए, क्योंकि उस टाइम यही सीन था कि डिज़ाइन वगैरह वेब डेवलपर ही कर रहा होता था। तो लोगो बनाने का तरीका ये, किसी का भी लोगो उठाओ, उसको 30% चेंज कर दो तो आपका लोगो बन गया। तो लाइक ओके ऑसम। उसके बाद उसने सिखाना शुरू किया, काफ़ी कुछ सिखाया ऑब्वियसली, सर्वर वगैरह कैसे करते हैं, लेकिन आई फॉरगॉट एवरीथिंग एक्सेप्ट फोटोशॉप। और वो जो चीज़ थी ना, वो आई थॉट कि यार ये क्या सुपर पावर है, आई कैन जनरेट इमेजेस, ठीक है। और आई वाज वेरी विजुअल, मतलब मेरा आई डोंट नो व्हाई बट आई यूज्ड टू कलेक्ट अ लॉट ऑफ इमेजेस फेसबुक की एल्बम में, अक्सर अक्सर पीसी में। और जो चीज़ मुझे फैसिनेट करती है ना विजुअली, VFX वगैरह, आई यूज्ड टू डाउनलोड देम, टेक स्क्रीनशॉट्स, ऑल ऑफ दैट। तो मैंने ये चीज़ जब देखी कि यार आई कैन जनरेट इमेजेस, तो आई सॉर्ट ऑफ वेंट क्रेजी। उस टाइम फेसबुक का भी चल रहा था अच्छा खासा, तो मैंने प्रोफाइल पिक्चर्स वगैरह बनाना शुरू की, अपनी बना के डाल रहा हूँ। फिर मैंने कहा कि फाइन, ये अच्छा ठीक है, वो मैच करते थे उस टाइम पे प्रोफाइल पिक्चर और कवर, वो बड़ा अच्छा खासा मैंने काम किया। फिर बोर हो गया, मैंने लोगों को इवन बना के कवर्स दिए, अपने दोस्तों को, बहुत कम ने लगाए ऑब्वियसली, उस टाइम क्या बंदा कर सकता है स्टैंडर्ड। बट I was very much fascinated by the superpower कि I can generate images, own of them, and I can manipulate them. Or this was the first time I was creating something that I could share, and I could do. उस तरफ सीन स्टार्ट हुआ और आहिस्ता आहिस्ता माई पीयर स्टार्टेड नोटिसिंग ये बंदा टाइफेस की बातें कर रहा होता है, कलर्स वगैरह की थ्योरीज की बातें कर रहा होता है। तो दे स्टार्टेड गिविंग मी दो सॉर्ट ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स, मतलब अगर किसी के फॉन्ट्स डिसाइड हो रहा तो वो आके डिस्कशन करते हैं कौन सा फॉन्ट डालूं, बता दे, ये मैंने इंटरफेस बनाया, मुझे ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, इसको जरा इम्प्रूव कर दे। तो आई सॉर्ट ऑफ unintentionally started doing UI UX, and I was very much interested in branding actually. That was my first love in design. I started reading Pentagram case studies, Wolf Olins की case studies. I was very much into that. मैंने अच्छा खासा जो टाइम है आई थिंक यूनिवर्सिटी का, जैसे जैसे प्रोसीड होती रही स्टडीज़, मैंने लिटरली स्टडीज़ को 50% और उसके बाद एंड में 30% पर रख दिया। एंड आई यूज्ड टू डू कॉन्स्टेंट एक्सपेरिमेंट्स की क्या हो रहा है। साथ साथ आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग इमेज मैनिपुलेशन, 2D एनिमेशन, 3D एनिमेशन, ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स आई ट्राइड इन द यूनिवर्सिटी। अपार्ट फ्रॉम आई गेट्स फोटोग्राफी, वो भी शायद थोड़े बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंट्स किए थे, लेकिन ज़्यादा जो मेरा रहा ना वो 2D 3D। और फिर अगर मैं उसको प्रॉपर कहूँ तो प्रॉपर जो केस स्टडीज़ मेरी बनी है वो बनी है ब्रांडिंग की। आई यूज्ड टू बी वेरी वेरी मच इनटू ब्रांडिंग। और यूनिवर्सिटी ख़त्म होते साथ नहीं, यूनिवर्सिटी ख़त्म होते साल पहले ही मुझे एक कोलीग थी, शी रिकमेंडेड मी एट अ कंपनी आईकॉन 7। और मैंने मेरी डिग्री लेट हुई है 1 साल, क्योंकि पंगे ऑब्वियसली 30% पे आप स्टडीज़ रखेंगे तो स्टडीज़ तो आपको नहीं छोड़ेंगी। तो आई डिड बोथ जॉब। उनसे मैंने एग्रीमेंट किया कि यार मेरे जब कोर्सेज होंगे, मैंने लेनी है 2-3 क्लासेस थी, वो जब मैंने लेनी होंगी आई वुड गो, और बाकी टाइम आई विल बी अवेलेबल। तो उनके साथ मैंने काम किया, दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट जॉब, आई थिंक 1.5 साल। And that job was my first intro sort of into the design world professionally. 2015-16 में डिग्री खत्म हुई, 2011 में मैंने यूनिवर्सिटी ज्वाइन की थी, और 2012 में मैंने ये फोटोशॉप वाला जो मैं बता रहा हूँ ये स्टार्ट कर दिया था काम। तो by the end of I think 2015 I started realizing something problematic, and I think it was very much apparent because I used to follow international design, international branding, all of that stuff. मुझे लोकल का इतना ज़्यादा आइडिया नहीं था, लेकिन आईकॉन 7 वाज वर्किंग विद लोकल क्लाइंट्स। इम्पोस्टर सिंड्रोम भी ऑब्वियसली पहली जॉब में आपको होता है। मुझे ये रियलाइज़ हुआ कि लोकल इंडस्ट्री की जो सेंस है वो इतनी ज़्यादा डेवलप नहीं हुई, एंड आई यूज्ड टू ब्लेम माई सेल्फ फॉर दैट इन दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ कि यार आई एम डेवलपिंग दिस ब्रांड आइडियोलॉजी, मैं कंपनी की रिसर्च कर रहा हूँ, बैकग्राउंड में जा रहा हूँ, और फिर मैं उसको विजुअली कनेक्ट कर रहा हूँ। आई एम थिंकिंग अबाउट द कलर्स, आई एम गिविंग देम रैशनल्स, व्हाई यूज दिस लोगो, व्हाई यूज दिस स्पेसिफिक टाइपफेस एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट। और मेरा कुलीग साथ बैठा हुआ है, वो गूगल सर्च करता है, रिलेटेड लोगोस देखता है, उसको उठा के एक चीज़ बना देता है। नॉट ऑल ऑफ देम डिड दैट, बाय द वे, आई शुडंट put them under the bus. लेकिन they sort of did something similar. Okay. Google search have a sense of general direction of the branding in that industry, and then make something similar. And that actually was approved by a lot. So there was a lot of heartbreak involved. कि यार मैं पूरे रैशनल लेके जा रहा हूँ, मैं 4 पेजेस लेके जा रहा हूँ, और सामने वाला बंदा मतलब मेरे साथ बैठा हुआ है, they were spending a lot of time, but that time was spent on creation, not research. So then I realized कि यार there is a mismatch. Maybe I'm not, maybe this is something that's not for me. Even though I spent a lot of time, मैंने proper एक Neatel की case study की, Neatel was very much newborn, लेकिन famous काफ़ी था और people used to love it because उनकी service की obviously quality बड़ी अच्छी है. तो I used to work on that. कम से कम मैंने साल लगाया उनकी rebranding पे, and my family still says कि आपको जाके मैंने push करना चाहिए था, मैंने executive वगैरह का number भी लिया, but life happens. But I kept seeing this trend throughout the industry कि यार डिज़ाइन की जो नॉलेज है, डिज़ाइन की जो मैच्योरिटी है, लोकल इंडस्ट्री का लेवल और जो इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में चल रहा है, there's a lot of difference. और not just in terms of design skill, it's client's expectation. Client अगर आपसे उसी तरह का काम करवा रहे हैं तो what can you do? You are going to be limited by their requirements. और especially local industry में जहाँ पे clients behave sort of like creative directors, right? तो उस केस में I sort of got disheartened. मैंने कहा branding नहीं, let's do something more scientific, more objective, more suitable for my type की, जिसमें research है, जिसमें authenticity है, जिसमें objectivity थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा है, and that was UI UX design. तो this is an interesting story. मेरी जो पहली जॉब है वो product design में I did in Motive, and it was very much, I think this would be a good learning lesson. UI designer की जॉब आई थी उनकी पहली दफ़ा, और I was doing work on, मतलब Peace Plus एक ऐप है, उसमें मैंने खुद प्रॉपर रिसर्च की, डिज़ाइन की. इट वाज लाइक तस्बी काउंटर जो होता है, उसके मैंने इंट्रैक्शंस, एनिमेशन, उसकी पूरी टेस्टिंग कि यार क्या चीज़ सबसे आसान होगी, बगैर सोचे बंदा कैसे कर सकता है, वायर फ्रेमिंग, यूजर फ्लोज, ऑल ऑफ दैट. और मैंने उसकी प्रैक्टिस वगैरह की. लेकिन ये सारी चीज़ मैंने कब स्टार्ट की? मैंने ये चीज़ स्टार्ट की UI UX डिज़ाइनर की जॉब देखने के बाद. मैंने मोटिव की UI डिज़ाइनर की जॉब की डिस्क्रिप्शन देखी, एंड आई सेड दिस इज द जॉब दैट आई वांट टू डू. बट द फनी थिंग इज आई डिडंट अप्लाई. I was like, no, this is not this is what I want to do, but this is not something I'm ready for. So what can I do? मैंने उस job description के अंदर से निकाला कि what are the skills that they are looking for, then I need to practice those. तो मैंने उन्हें practice किया exact same skills को अपनी ऐप पे, अपने concept पे. I kept refining it, और उसके बाद मैंने कर करके 3 महीने बाद वो जॉब बंद होगी, मैंने अप्लाई भी नहीं किया. 3 महीने बाद सेम जॉब आई UI डिज़ाइनर की. I still didn't apply. और उसकी रीज़न ये थी कि आई वॉन्टेड टू नो कि कल्चर क्या है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, तो बिफोर गोइंग. और उससे पहले उस ज़माने में UXDP अब थोड़ा सा शट डाउन हो गया. UXDP वॉज द बिग ह्यूज कम्युनिटी, और काफ़ी ज़्यादा वाइब्रेंट, और उसमें हर तरह का डिज़ाइनर पोस्ट कर रहा है, एंड इट वॉज रन बाय ऑब्वियसली आई थिंक यू नो अवैस इमरान. तो मैं अवैस जो है ना वो काम कर रहा था मोटिव के साथ भी, और मेरी उसके साथ बातचीत होती रहती थी. तो आई रीच्ड आउट टू हिम एंड आई सेड यार अवैस ये जॉब है, और कैसी है कंपनी, क्या सीन है इसका. तो ही सेड यार फिट सीन है, हम प्रोडक्ट पे काम कर रहे हैं और बड़ा फिट काम हो रहा है, आई थिंक यू शुड कम और विजिट करो. तो आई सेड ओके ऑसम, मैं आता हूँ. मैं ऑफिस गया, मैंने उससे पूछा कि हाँ यार क्या हिसाब किताब है सारा कुछ. तो ही सेड हाँ बड़ा फिट सीन है, ये हम करते हैं, ये हमारी प्रोडक्ट है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, ELD डिवाइसेस, वो सारा कुछ, और एक अच्छा प्रोडक्ट एटमॉस्फेयर है, मतलब देयर इज़ अ लॉट टू लर्न. आई सेड ऑसम, फिट है, अप्लाई करता हूँ मैं. तो अप्लाई, आई डोंट नो, मैंने उस तरह यूजुअल अप्लाई नहीं किया. उसने मुझे CV भेज देना, मैंने CV भेज दी. उसके साथ मेरा पहला हुआ अवैस के साथ ही, आई थिंक पहला इंटरव्यू हुआ, फिर खुशनूद के साथ हुआ, एंड दैट वाज द खुशनूद के साथ. मतलब आई डिड गिव अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरव्यूज, और यूजुअली मेरा ये सीन होता था कि इंटरव्यू दिया और आई वाज, मतलब क्वेश्चन पूछते थे मुझसे, तो बिकॉज मैंने वो यूनिवर्सिटी के ईयर्स में अच्छी खासी रिसर्च की होती, तो आई वाज लाइक ये क्या पूछ रहे हो मुझसे, हाउ वुड यू डिस्क्राइब येलो टू अ ब्लाइंड पर्सन. ओके फाइन, फिट है, मतलब इंडस्ट्री में जितनी नॉलेज है वो उस हिसाब से चलेंगे. तो लेकिन खुशनूद का इंटरव्यू, खुशनूद कादर, आई थिंक ही इज रनिंग हिज ओन फर्म राइट नाउ. ही वाज इन Facebook Marketplace before that. Before that, he was head of design, VP of design in Motive. So that interview with Khushnood, that was, I think, the most difficult. Not difficult per se. It was the first interview where I was actually questioned as per my skill level in a way. And it was also my first interview जिसमें I got 2 questions wrong. I don't remember the first one. The second one I do remember. It was like, what is access? Like he asked about counters. What is counter? In typography. And I said a counter is something that's, for example, within E there is a space, and within like closed A there is a space as well. That is a counter. And then he said axis. I was like, what is axis? I didn't know. Axis is like the angle in which you rotate O in typography, because exact angle although it doesn't really look good in some fonts. In geometric fonts, I guess it works. You don't need to rotate it. Like in humanist, you do rotate it to some degree, and that is what an axis is. And that was the question, and I was like, wow. Like up till then, it was like basic general. इस color का क्या मतलब है, उस color का क्या मतलब है. I was like, okay. But that was a good interview, and we discussed stabilization of design, how like generally Rebel is actually killing the real UX that we do, and it's all about the flashiness, and that is destroying the skill level. If you're a UI designer, that might still work, even though I think even as a UI designer you need to have a lot of considerations. But I think that was one of the best interviews to this day, I would say. I joined Motive, and immediately after I joined, I realized this is not something that comes naturally to me. And the reason was I used to be an octopus in a way in the previous company. The atmosphere was like you were managing 5, 7, 8 clients in a day, and you're working on at least 3 to 4 logos, and then there's social media templates, and then there is some here and there like website changes. So I was in an agency mode, and I was thrown into like proper product focus. तो पहले तो मुझे समझ ही नहीं है कि what is being expected of me. Like I am trying to do what I do best, or this was such a shock. This was such a culture shock क्योंकि 1.5 साल कंपनी में काम करके फिर फ्रीलांसिंग करके फिर सारा कुछ इस तरह जाना कंपनी में कि आपकी expectations are not aligned, and that did take a toll on me afterwards, and I actually ended up getting fired from Motive after, I don't know, 8 months. Well, I loved the work, but I also realized that this is not something that I'm good at. This is not something that's coming naturally to me. I was expecting the same sort of agency flavors. कि इस color guide पे काम कर रहा, then you're working on a different color palette, and then you're working on a completely different thing. And I'm used to that. And in product work was like this super narrow lane, and you need to be fixated on this one screen for months, or at least a month, and it's the same shade of blue. And I started to hate it. It is, I don't know, 3OF, something like that. The hex of it, like I memorized the hex, and it started to take a toll on me. कि यार, this is very boring. This is extremely boring. But I think this was still one of the best work, because I used to utilize that research side of me, and that actually was something that helped me a lot in understanding what was happening. That actually made a lot of difference in doing the actual work, because I was used to doing that part of the work really well. How to research, how to brainstorm, how to rationalize what we are doing. And I think to this day, I'm very proud of the actual work that I've shipped. Like I think the component that we ended up creating was one of a kind, at least at that point in time. If I can go into more detail, we actually merged a velocity graph with the video. So for example, the problem space was like you had a fleet manager who needs to review a ton of videos, like thousands of reviews sometimes. But the videos were like events. You have a driver, you're working with the driver, you're a fleet manager. The driver does a hard brake, hard acceleration, hard corner, right? वो अच्छा खासा बुरी तरीके से, for example, truck को drive कर रहा है. So anytime that happens, anytime he pushes the brake hard enough, the ELD device, which is something that logs everything that's happening in that truck, it recorded event, and it started recording the video of the event as well. Like they introduced a face camera, but we had a dash cam which was monitoring the road. So होता ये था कि जो fleet manager है उसके पास पूरी वीडियो आती थी कि ये इवेंट है, कुछ बफर पहले वीडियो से, इवेंट से पहले, हार्ट ब्रेक से पहले ये हो रहा था, हार्ट ब्रेक ये है, और हार्ट ब्रेक के बाद लाइक 5 to 10 seconds. और फिर हमारे पास एक और इवेंट याद आता है कि कितनी उसकी स्पीड कितनी रिड्यूस हुई है. लाइक अगर वो हार्ट ब्रेक कर रहा है तो 60 से लेट से 0 पे गया, 60 से 20 पे गया एकदम, तो उसका एक ग्राफ होता था. और इफ़ यू थिंक अबाउट इट, समटाइम द हार्ट ब्रेक वाज लॉन्ग, मतलब ट्रक्स को रुकने में कभी कभी ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है, तो इट वाज अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट फॉर द फील्ड मैनेजर को बैठ के वीडियो खोले और फिर उसको देखता रहे. तो व्हाट वी डिड वाज वी मैरिड द टू. वी हैड द ग्राफ, इंटेंसिटी ग्राफ, एंड देन वी हैड द वीडियो. वी कंबाइंड बोथ. और उनका हमने सीक जो बटन होता है ना वीडियो के नीचे, वी यूनिफाइड दैट. तो आप जब प्ले करते हो तो नीचे ग्राफ टाइमलाइन जैसे मूव करती है अक्सर. और जब वो उस पॉइंट पे आती थी तो हमने उस एरिया को रेड कर दिया था. लाइक इफ यू आर अ फ्लीट मैनेजर, इंस्टेड ऑफ वाचिंग द होल वीडियो, यू वुड जस्ट स्पॉट दैट रेड सेक्शन एंड यू वुड जस्ट move it there. So I did really enjoy the work. लेकिन because I couldn't follow through, or my OKRs, I would say, or my objectives of learning and how to assess my growth weren't really aligned. I was thinking from an agency perspective, okay, I worked on this feature, but what next? Like these features are very similar to each other. They are the same product, and I didn't feel really being connected to that goal criteria. So उसके बाद I did freelancing for some time, and then I joined Ideate Innovation. At that time, it was one of the like top agencies in Pakistan. I think I got a call from Umair, but previously I knew कि अवैस इमरान for example वो भी Ideate से करके गया. I don't know मेरी उससे discussion हुई थी क्या, but when Ideate reached out, I was like, okay, this is something where I can actually learn a lot, and I can sort of practice my design skill in product, and that's exactly what happened. Ideate gave me that sweet spot between the agency, because it was primarily an agency, but product work, because it was getting product work. So I got into a very sweet spot where I could work on a bunch of products. I could get the flavor that I wanted to get, but the work that I was doing was very much product oriented. It was very much product focused. So those 2.5 years were like the best, I think, learning opportunity in a way, because I practiced a lot of design and specific UI UX skills. उसी era में imagine like हमने start किया basic products से, and after I think 6 months or so I was managing the design system for UAE banks, and it was a lot of fun. हमने learning हमारी उसी पे हुई. पूरी की पूरी जो Ideate का process है ना, it was very much slow in a way. Motive का जो process था, it was obviously it was following Silicon Valley standards, so it has loads of processes already built in. लेकिन Ideate में वो चीज़ slow थी, तो what I started doing was I started migrating what I learned at Motive into Ideate, and I said ये email threads, no, these are really unproductive. हम पूरे उन्हें PDF, literally हम PDF वो करके export करके Figma से email पे send करते थे, and they used to reply to us. और हमें email के अंदर बताते थे कि screen 2 के अंदर ये issue है, screen 3 में. I was like, this is a mess. और फिर obviously हमें साथ साथ एक ये issue आ गया कि 4 डिज़ाइनर एक साथ काम करें, और XD के अंदर कोई collaboration का feature नहीं है, कोई इस तरह का वो नहीं है. So what I said to Umair was, Umair, I know it's going to sound hard, but we need Mac. Obviously उस वक्त तक मेरे पास Mac था, but the team was working on Windows. And why we need Mac is because we need to adopt Sketch, and we also need to have Craft. We have this set of specific tools. So workflow was very, I think it was still a good flow. Obviously Figma has overturned the table and nowadays, but उस टाइम पे वर्कफ्लो ये था कि आप अपलोड करो क्राफ्ट के थ्रू इनविजन के ऊपर स्केच की सारी फाइल जब भी आप काम कर रहे हो, वो क्राफ्ट के थ्रू उसकी स्नैपशॉट चली जाती थी इनविजन पे, एंड दे कुड कमेंट, the stakeholders could comment directly on that. So that really made our job easier. Internally what we did was we got Abstract, which is sort of a versioning tool that existed, and I think it still exists for Sketch. और उससे हमने collaboration काफ़ी आसान की. तो Ideate sort of became a playground for me to one, test my learning that happened in Motive, and obviously through a lot of projects I realized कि okay, this thing can be improved in this way, इसका process ये हो सकता है. Clients के साथ interactions already Icon 7 में करता था, तो that wasn't something new, but UI UX की domain के अंदर project management, sort of design project management was something that I really excelled at there. उसके बाद the problem there was a ceiling. There was no mentor, even though we had Uzair Sakera, very talented designer, but he was in Canada and he wasn't working directly on Ideate's projects. तो उसमें ये हुआ कि I realized कि यार I'm not learning enough, and this has been something that I find problematic with Icon 7 as well. Like, I left Icon 7 for the same reason, no learning. Interestingly enough, this is something that has been very much common with me. मैंने दो companies का मुझे याद है मैंने within a week छोड़ी है. So very much इसीलिए I was very much careful about Motive's culture. and I reached out to Avas कि मेरे लिए culture की जो vibe है, क्योंकि iPhone 7 had a lot of good culture elements. It wasn't perfect obviously, but very much जो एक modern workplace की vibe है ना, it was there. Like I would actually compare it to Google or something. It was very much on point in terms of how we bonded, in terms of how we used to collaborate, and in terms of the quality of work that we did. But learning ceiling वहाँ पे there was no senior designer. मतलब they offered me after 1.5 years in my first job, they said, you know what, we'll give you that, I don't know, creative director position. And I was like, this doesn't sound right. एक साल हुआ मुझे, 1.5 साल हुआ, and they're like, if you're offering me that position, you know, it's not good for me. I don't see, like, I obviously creative director, but I know I'm not there yet. But खैर ideate में वो ceiling आई, and I said like it's not worth it anymore. वो learning जो है ना वो आगे नहीं जा सकी. Then I worked with SafePay for a while. Again जब भी मैंने job छोड़ी है, I started doing freelance. और उसके बाद मैंने SafePay के साथ काम किया. मोहसिन नकवी SafePay के CEO, उनके साथ काम किया उनकी merchant portal पे वैसे. And he was trying to hire me, but my compensation was a bit higher. So he said, you know what, you, my friend Can, who is running a company, but उनके साथ मैंने बात कर लिया, you will also work for me. It was sort of like a weird thing where I was working for 2 companies at a time. So he introduced me to Ibrahim. They talked with me. They did an interview. They basically sent a case study. They are, ये हमारी product है. We want you to visualize it. We want you to point out stuff in it. और I loved the product. मतलब it was Islamic, as I said, deeply religious. वो इस्लामिक कम्युनिटी के लिए काम कर रहे थे, और उस टाइम पे IFG जो है वो लर्निंग पोर्टल था, एक सॉर्ट ऑफ ब्लॉग्स वगैरह इस तरह की चीज़ें, लेकिन दे वर गेटिंग देयर फीट इनटू प्रोडक्ट एज वेल. सो दे हैड अ ज़कात कैलकुलेटर, दे हैड दिस हलाल प्रोडक्ट स्क्रीनर एज वेल. वी कॉल्ड इट, आई डोंट नो, स्टॉकमेंट, or just compare. You could compare funds, like halal funds in that, and you could see how much their returns are. So they started getting their feet wet in that product domain, and that's why they needed a designer full time. What I did was I spent, I don't know, 2-3 days, and I just because I really loved the thing. मैंने पूरी Miro का board बनाया. I still have that Miro board saved, and I look at it from time to time. लेकिन उसमें मैंने point out किया कि यार, this is your product. This is where you need to add community features. You have a community, you have a forum, but it sits separately. You need to integrate that feature in this product, and this is how we can use it. And I pointed out all of those things. Process, even के process क्या होना चाहिए product का, and then all of those things in a really nice way. That presentation again, I guess, Alhamdulillah, nailed it. Saf was the person. He works as backend engineer, senior backend engineer. He was like awesome. Got hired. They said 3 महीने की probation है. उसके बाद are you okay with coming to the UK? And I was like, हाँ, मतलब उस time पे यार you were being offered to get out of the country. Why not?
Why not?
So I said okay, sure. They said awesome. 1 महीने बाद they said we have seen enough. Let's hire you permanently. So हमने start किया, and that has been like me since then. Working at IFG. So that was my journey.
Wow. इसका एक सेपरेट एपिसोड निकल सकता है वैसे.
I know.
Yeah.
I guess I went too deep.
Loved the and then you applied those learning to the Ideate, and then you moved Ideate from IFG with of course
IFG.
few freelancing projects, I guess. So yeah, I mean that's very insightful और काफ़ी detail थी. So I really love that. You have seen the evolution of the design processes since आप भी अवैस भाई के ज़माने के हैं. So आपने actually वो पूरा evolution देखा है कि when does the double diamond approach जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा इन हुई मार्केट के अंदर, और फिर इंस्टेंटली नाउ इट्स वैनिश्ड क्योंकि अब लोगों के पास इतना टाइम नहीं है. सो दे ट्राई टू विजुअलाइज थ्रू probably AI या वाइब कोडिंग या एंड ऑल, और बिकॉज ऑफ द AI वर्क फ्लोज थिंग्स जस्ट गॉट बूस्टेड अप लाइक 10x. ठीक है, पहले जो चीज़ probably 2 महीने में होती थी अब वो शायद हफ्ते के अंदर हो जाए, और फिर वहाँ से लाइक दे कैन गेट डायरेक्शन कि इन्होंने किस साइड पे जाना है, देन दे कैन मूव ऑन. सो हाउ डिड एक्चुअली AI चेंज योर वर्क फ्लो?
I think there is a very interesting context we touched upon, which is the evolution of design throughout the evolution of workflow, and that's very interesting because in the university we used to do that in Photoshop. Like we used to design a canvas And there was single canvas at the time. Multiple art boards नहीं होते थे. Single canvas, we are grouping layers and then duplicating. Then if you need to duplicate a button, all of that group is going to move. And I did do a lot of that as part of it. उसके बाद ये evolution आई है कि the industry moved towards sketch. जो वो UI का specific tool आया, लोगों ने कहा कि Photoshop इस चीज़ के लिए, obviously Photoshop is not the tool, not the right tool. It's sort of Frankenstein monster. It has everything that you can think of regarding image manipulation. So they did try to have those things embedded in that, and I think at least for the time it was very good. But Sketch was something that obviously changed the way. Introduction of components. You didn't need to duplicate all of those layers. You can just have that one component, one object of it, and then there will be multiple instances all around. And if you change one thing, everything is going to be changed. That changed the game. But then the problem started coming in. How do you want to manage large system and large scale projects? उसके लिए Sketch started introducing a lot of tools. Design system कह रहा आ गया. And then we had this approach कि design system को Sketch के through कैसे manage करना है. And then this was an era of like libraries, specific different files for libraries and all of that. और उसमें फिर we started to have this problem कि collaboration कैसे करें. So collaboration के tools आ गए. InVision इसी चीज़ के ऊपर base के ऊपर गया कि we couldn't just send files. मतलब send कर भी दिए तो how would you keep track of all the comments? So commenting वगैरह अलग separate feature था. So InVision solved that problem a lot. उसके बाद जो issue आया वो ये आया कि okay fine, we have a lot of designers working on it, on the same things. How do you manage the version control? वो सारा कुछ. And then we are in this era, which is I would say defined by Figma, which is cross-browser, cross-operating system, collaboration, real-time, versioning system already included. You have the comments. You can even have huddles within Figma, right? So it has gone through a lot of different iteration and very revolutionary changes. One thing that I would say that has still kept repeating to this day is वही टेक्नोलॉजी वाली चीज़ है कि we are 2 or 3 years, at least now I guess it's 2 or 3 years, back then it was like 5 years behind the international standards of design. और उस workflow की वजह से we used to get beaten a lot. Like they would be expecting कि you already know this stuff and you already are familiar with these tools, but obviously we weren't because industry wasn't there yet. The shift of that pattern is a more revolutionary step than AI. AI is obviously changing a lot of these things and we should touch on this. But I think a moment of congratulation for all of us, and a moment of celebration for all of us is the speed with which we are evolving now, the speed with which our industry is forced to evolve. Because now it's about survival. आप नहीं compete करोगे, आपके standard के tools नहीं है, you are not embedding those features and you are not up to the right technology, then you are going to lose the game. And you have a lot of competitors with which you need to compete. And we are finally in that step where we are shipping products. Like my batchmates, I'm very happy to say, they are shipping products that are being used internationally. So I think that is the revolution, at least when I see it from a local perspective. But more, I would say on the AI side of things, I think it has been a good change in my point of view overall. I think it's a very good change if you actually understand it the right way and you understand the pros and cons properly. Because the thing with AI is it is augmenting the role that you play in the industry right now and the role that you play in the company right now for a lot of jobs. But we need to be aware of pitfalls. So I think it's very good, the use of AI, how we have a lot of tools. We have like UX Pilot, I think it's called. Their whole campaign is like I get their ad every time I open LinkedIn. उन्होंने पहले नंबर पे मुझे ना LinkedIn ने दिखाना है कि ये प्रोडक्ट का बंदा है, UX का बंदा है, इसको ये ad दिखा दो. But there are a lot of tools that are generating UI, and I think it's really good in a way that the speed with which you can test your ideas is 10 times or 20 or 100x, right? But the basic pitfall, I think that we need to be aware of. Design is much more nuanced and is much more human. Like it's very easy, relatively easy. I won't say it's still easy. It's relatively easy for machine to understand machine. But design mein, it's a lot more complex. It's a lot more nuanced. How are you going to get the context of the problem that we are getting? If your problem is really simple, let's say you are working on a another ride sharing app, let's say, or it's easy, right? You have a lot of context, you have existing data, there are established patterns, you can probably get through a lot of design phase very quickly. But when it comes to specific context, when it comes to nuanced things, instead of spending a lot of time prototyping, I think they should do a lot of prototyping, but instead of spending a lot of time in prototyping, they should actually try to use AI to think abstract. Like, in a way, what we have given designers is another junior designer. Like, this is I think the case for everyone. Every person who was in a junior role now gets an intern, right? That can take on a lot of redundant stuff. You need to test ideas quickly. Before, you were like, hey, this is an idea, can you work on it? And the guy went and they worked on it like for 1 or 2 or 3 days, and they were like, this is the result. And you were like, works or it doesn't. But now you have that assistant readily available on your side. And what you can do, and I think what you should do, is practicing what the senior role does, and the senior designers do. You can tell the AI, this is the problem that I am experiencing. How can you describe it more to me? Like, just define the problem for me, and then understand what are the different aspects. And you can ask, yeah, for a lot of context, it can go through a lot of data. And this is something that I try to do in my own work as well. If there is a lot of data that I'm working with, I would strip down all the sensitive personal information. I would remove all the email addresses. I'll just take the column that has these comments, and I will try to use AI to filter on those. How to get the sentiment, for example, from the user feedback spreadsheet. Can just copy that column, remove the specific names, company name, and then give that data to AI and say, synthesize it for me. What are the user's pain point, for example? And that is something that you're now able to do very quickly, instead of like आप एक वो पढ़ें 100 का बंदों का आपके पास feedback आया, analyzing that, वो sticky notes वाला scene, that takes a lot of effort. This is something that I think designers need to get on really quickly. They should still practice the usual basics, the colors, the alignment, the composition, all of that. But if they're trying to become a product designer, what they should do is they should start being the senior designer, or at least start to think like them and say, this is the problem that I'm experiencing. Define it for me. What are the possible solutions? And work through that. Like, have the context that is necessary for you to solve the problems built in through the use of AI. And then, if you want to, let's say, test an idea, you can ask Versal, you can ask Lovable, and you will have a basic version of your idea already there, and you can test it, you can interact with it. And I think that is a superpower, and that is something it's overused right now. But वही बात है कि you are not going to be replaced by AI. You're going to be replaced by someone who uses AI, and that is, I think, very much true. As a junior designer, you have the tools to speed up, and I think that is something that we have started to see in all the organizations that have started to adopt this, and the organizations that have realized the importance of AI. What they are trying to do is they are now starting to ask more of you already. Like, they are starting, like, pehle jo kaam, the three engineers used to do. Now that same work is done by a junior engineer, use of AI, right? And that is something that is, I think, very much a need now. You can't delay your progress on that. Keep practicing this basic stuff, but also try and then start thinking like more abstractly in whatever job you are. That is, I think, the role of AI and the workflow that we need to adopt now.
Perfect. By the way, you actually unlocked hundreds of insights within your one answer. And जब last time हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, तो you were actually working on the font वाला product, right? So if you can give a demo कि like what were you working on using AI, या जो हम लोग अब आजकल ready to prototype solutions देख रहे होते हैं. So if you can like put a spotlight on it, so that would be great.
Sure, this is a product that I've been working on. It's a font testing application, and the context here is that I have seen a lot of agencies make this mistake. Like, they focus on the aesthetics of the font, which is a very obviously important factor of font. You obviously want to convey the personality of the font in whatever product or project that you're doing. But one thing that I noticed was how often they get the font wrong on simple applications. So I have a specific example. There was a big bank in UAE which spent around 4 million at the time, $4 million on its branding, and they gave a font that didn't even work for the basic body.
Shit.
Condensed, they gave them a condensed font. और
Oh,
obviously very good.
मैं कह रहा था पेंटाग्राम से तो नहीं उन्होंने रब्ता किया.
I don't know. It's I don't know. It was a big agency, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
4 million वैसे थोड़ी पकड़ा होगा.
Yeah.
It was a big name. I researched them कि यार, are they a good agency? And they were a good agency. Was good, but they weren't product focused, and they didn't recommend a font that could work properly for the actual application, for the website, for the product, for the corporate platform, for the customer facing platform. वो font जो है ना वो काम नहीं कर रहा था. They suggested, I don't know if I have. Okay, yes. I can actually show you how that looked like. It wasn't this exact, but they suggested something like this for the body. Like, dude, like do basic research. Like this is for disclaimers, or this is condensed. Obviously, is for spaces where you want to convey a lot of information in a tiny amount of time. So something like this, for example, would be a specific use case. Disclaimer, tiny body copy.
Yeah.
But they just this is the font that should embody everywhere, and you can guess the frustration on our part. So that was one. We also did. I won't name the company, but this is they suggested another font. I have that actually. They suggested this font, and it is a mess to work with in mobile. Like it's good. It's relatively good font if you look at the display. It works. Although I think there are kerning issues in this font. The tracking is too much. But still, it sort of works if you know how to use it. But that's the problem. It works in very specific scenarios, and it's really hard to use in the body. So this was actually the reason I did this. I was like, no, this is not right. We need to adopt a better model for testing fonts. और how I used to do it was very simple. Figma खोला, Figma के अंदर मैंने start कर दिए, paragraph लिखे, rows बनाई, tables बनाई, वो सारी की सारी layers select की, और फिर I am going through the fonts that I have on my laptop. और that is a lot of like hassle to test something. और उसका एक और मसला ये होता है कि the way a font renders on Figma still is very much different than how it looks on the web. तो rendering का issue भी आता है इसके अंदर अच्छा खासा. So this is why I did this, and the way it works is very simple. You select whatever font. So you can use the drop down, or you can just use the keyboard. So these are some of the
Shortcuts.
keyboard shortcuts.
Yeah.
So you just shortcuts, and then you can test whatever font you have on your PC. I'm also going to suggest a few fonts, Google fonts. There are a list of Google fonts that I have included that I think are good, generally good. But you can test how a font works and how it looks just by scrolling.
So
just
quick question. इसमें सिर्फ ये है कि like you can select from the predefined fonts, या इसमें आप अपना font भी upload कर सकते हो?
इसमें अपलोडिंग की ऑप्शन डाली थी मैंने, बट आई डोंट थिंक वी नीडेड बिकॉज मैंने उसके अंदर लोकल फॉन्ट्स डाल दिए हैं. इट लोड्स. आई थिंक आई स्टिल नीड टू डू इट बिकॉज उसमें एरर आता है, बट इट स्टिल आई वुड इंक्लूड द अपलोड ऑप्शन एज वेल जस्ट इन केस. बट इसमें ये है कि आपके सिस्टम के सारे फॉन्ट्स आर लोडेड एंड यू कैन सेलेक्ट वन एंड देन यू कैन टेस्ट इट. सो दिस इज द बेसिक पेज, but then we have a text heavy page, another text heavy page. It's like Wikipedia, for example, and it's a very quick test. You just see it works. And you can then test कि कैसा लग रहा है font इसमें. Dashboard, so this is something that I work with as well. इसमें ये कि you can test how. So for example, this would be a bad choice for tables, right? Very hard to read, and it's difficult. Something like this, Arimo, for example, could be a good choice, right? So this is sort of the point of this view, and then we have obviously website. The website is like you can just
Interesting.
press up and down, go through. There is shuffling option as well. So for example, इसमें ये होता है कि आप ये लाइन से जा रहे हो, but shuffling में ये है कि you can just shuffle. But obviously वो फिर alphabetical नहीं जाता. Then you have a lot of variety to work with, or you can test a lot of like fonts this way and figure out what works for you.
Damn.
मैंने इसमें फीचर्स डालने हैं obviously. This is a work in progress. मैंने इसके अंदर कंपेयर फीचर टेस्ट किया है, works good. लेकिन मैंने भी उस MVP वर्जन में वो नहीं इंक्लूड किया. एंड देन आई हैव पेयरिंग ऑप्शन एज वेल कि डिफरेंट title in a different font and obviously body in another. So that's the product that I have been working on. Or obviously this is all through Replit के साथ chat कर करके I built this.
Awesome. I mean, this is a very interesting thing to look at because अगर किसी भी बंदे को like font इसमें sort of हर सिनेरियो इंक्लूडेड है, राइट? इसमें आपका डिस्प्ले इंक्लूडेड है, इसमें आपका बॉडी इंक्लूडेड है, टेबल्स इंक्लूडेड है, कार्ड्स इंक्लूडेड है, लाइक यू कैन हैव एक्चुअली एन आइडिया के. और ये जहाँ तक मुझे लगता है ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा आपको एक्सेसिबिलिटी के अंदर भी हेल्प कर सकते हैं इन सेंस कि अगर आपको पता है कि आपका प्रोडक्ट क्या करता है.
Exactly. आपको जो वाइब है ना वो वाइब टेस्ट करनी है अगर फॉन्ट की कि यार इसकी क्या वाइब है. ऑब्वियसली ये एस्थेटिकल एंगल है कि इसकी क्या वाइब है वो, बट ऑल्सो वेरी माइन्यूट डिटेल्स लाइक ये टेबल मैंने इसी वजह से लंबा रखा है. वांट टू गिव अ प्रॉपर फीलिंग कि इस फॉन्ट की क्या फील आती है सो पीपल कैन पिक द राइट फॉन्ट. और ऑब्वियसली वन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम इज के हर बंदा लकीर के फकीर बन जाते हैं फ़ोन के मामले में. हर बंदा इंटर मतलब आई हैव यूज्ड इंटर एज वेल, यू नो, गिल्टी एज चार्ज्ड. बट फ़ोन में वी गो फॉर द बेसिक. अच्छा इंटर चल रहा है तो इंटर चल रहा है, हेलवेटिका चल रहा है तो हेलवेटिका, हर कोई हेलवेटिका यूज़ कर रहा है. तो in this like sort of format when you test different fonts you can come across really unique fonts that are valid, that are accessible, that convey the personality that you want to convey. And you can pick a good unique font that obviously works well in the application that you're working in but also represents the brand that you want it to represent.
Awesome. And this is great to look at honestly कि लाइक आपको सारी चीज़ें पता भी चल रही हैं आपके फॉन्ट के बारे में एंड देन यू कैन लाइक गिव देम द होल पर्सपेक्टिव के भाई अब आप पे है कि आपने यही यूज़ करना है, लाइक सोच लो एक दफ़ा. सो या दिस इज ऑसम.
Yes. फिर इंटर यूज़ करना तो इट्स ओके obviously, but at least you get to try a lot of stuff. For example, this font in a heading looks really classy. It's something that you can really figure out.
That's awesome. So I mean this is great. End करने से पहले I wanted to ask you like if you have a piece of advice for the people who are actually looking for work or the young designers that are about to enter into the industry, somebody who is looking for the career switch into the design. So a piece of message or an advice for them. That would be awesome.
Career switch one by one कर लेते हैं. Piece of advice for young designers, I would iterate just because it's very important. Try to leverage your AI, try to make sense of the problems, try to integrate it in your workflow, but do it and not to offload your real work. You still have to understand the context. That is important. You still have to make sure कि user की needs हैं उनको आपने कैसे fulfill करना है. You should be able to rationalize each and every decision that you are taking in the UI and from a UX point of view. For those who are working and for those who are not working, this goes for both of them. To people who are working in the field, again, obviously you have to use AI and you should do that. But I would say try to focus on the actual artifacts and try to make sure that you are being efficient. Like this is something that I've tried to practice and this is something that I have found really helpful. Try to eliminate the things that are not useful. Doesn't matter what happens in the design industry. Like I have this has been such a common thing. I have been looking at portfolios. There are 10 different artifacts. Obviously, user flow wireframe to basic hai, but they have done affinity mapping. They are doing a lot of other card sorting, all of that. And at some places that is necessary, but only if you need that specific artifact. But what I have seen designers do, they are generating a lot of artifacts just for the sake of it. And in the actual work, like I don't know if it's going to come as a shock, we do not do wireframes generally. And you will not imagine the complexity of some of our projects. Share. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this is one of the features that we have been working in, and you can see the amount of like stuff that is going on in the stuff that is happening. And we don't do user flows. Interestingly, we don't do wireframes generally if we are working on new features. Just sometimes, like I do user flows when they make sense, when I know that this is touching on a lot of areas and components and topics. But if it's not, I know I have a design system, and I used to be a bit, sketchy, and I don't know if it's a shortcut or what am I doing. But then but the basic reason was it's just speed. You do prototype things because it gives you more speed.
Yeah.
So we already have a design system. Why do I need to do? And I am spending like twice the amount of time on wireframes.
True.
That's one. The second is that I realized a huge company that has offices here and in the US as well, they also do not do wireframes. They just work on the high fidelity. And that gave me a lot of confidence. Like, okay, fine, this approach can work. Obviously, there are pros and cons. I know I'm going to get some hate for this. Like, this is a process, user flow, wireframe, prototype, test, all of that. But we do that. We do all of that. I have user flows. It's just I just connect screens to screens, and that way I can understand what is exactly happening, and we have a lot of design and dev discussions. The point is, you should do things because you see utility in them. Do not do things just because you are seeing other people do that and it's working out for them. You don't need to copy, carve your own way. I would say, however, you do need to learn from best practices, and the way to do is be more involved, have loads of meetups. This is something that I'm doing, I would say, a bit late, but you need to talk around, you need to discuss ideas. You will realize how a lot of people, they have the exact same setting in their life and their work, and you can learn on a lot of best practices that way. But when it comes to your work, do what's necessary, and you will figure out what's necessary and what's not. Like, obviously, if you're going to take something out that is very much essential, you are going to have bad results, but better test that instead of having a lot of useless stuff in your workflow. That's for the people who are working. The people who are not working, I would say, define your goal. If you want to work in UI, practice that. Use AI for that. Have a curriculum. Do courses. Practice a lot on complex stuff, I would say, because this is the trajectory we are moving towards. As we are going to have more intelligence, we are going to find more and more complex use cases for that intelligence. So work towards complexity and have a lot of concepts. And by the way, the advice for the people who are not working is actually the opposite. Have artifacts, have a few diagrams, have user flow, have the wireframes. Like, obviously, you don't know the person who is looking at the stuff. They should at least know that you can do this stuff. Right? Once you are in the organization, figure out what needs to get done and what. So that's my advice. Portfolio wise, keep it simple. Make it a pitch, not a story. It's not a story. You want to, I know, I have gone through I don't know how many versions of my portfolio in a decade. It's just, you have to make sure that you are optimizing for the time a recruiter is going to spend. They have 50 resumes. They do not have time to read your whole story. So what you should do is treat it like a pitch. Tell the problem, whatever you have done, whatever the context is, as briefly as possible, 2 lines, and then immediately afterwards tell them the results. Do not keep them in suspense. I know we want to feel like a hero, like this was my journey, and there is place for that. And that place is called interview. Your portfolio is not a place for the portfolio is just an intro for the interview. So it should communicate your value ASAP, and that's the advice for the portfolio.
Awesome.
Let me know if I anything.
I mean, that was in detail, and that was very tailor made for the each use cases.
Exactly. I don't believe in general stuff.
Yeah.
As a rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say before we end this, the last thing that I wanted to ask is, do you have anything to ask from me, or do you have any questions from your side?
Questions. What's your goal for the podcast? What's the real goal? What's your internal motive for doing this?
It's very interesting. Everything that I do currently, whether it's a job, whether it's a profession, whether it's anything, that is tied up to one goal. And I'm just trying to achieve that, but through different mediums. The goal is to add value in the life of 1 billion people. It could be any value, right? It could be maybe solving a problem for them. It could be if they want to look out for information, it could be that. It could be an understanding of a certain situation. It could be unlocking the ultimate perspectives. It could be anything related to anything. It's just that when I see that how many people that I impacted, that should be more than 1 billion people before I die. So that's the goal. And before that, so I wanted to try different avenues through design, through podcast, through making videos, through book that I recently we have already discussed about that. whether it's through that. If I have to sing, I know my voice won't allow me, but still, even if I have to sing to create that impact, I would do it. So yeah, that's the goal.
Makes sense. Makes sense. It is something that we should inspire to do.
Yeah.
Helping other people. I think that's the most noble goal anyone can have during this life.
Yeah.
That's a good goal. And it's obviously it is very measurable. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can sort of have some metric in the end
Yeah.
that tells you this is you have achieved it or not. Some nice. Very much like that.
Yeah, so that's it from my side as well. Thank you so much, Ahmed bhai, for coming. I hope people who would see this podcast will have a real value plus a piece of advice that you give might for them. That was something that you need to look for. Plus, if you heard that advice, you should be doing that in case if you want to stand apart or if you are actually looking for meaningful work. And I really hope that I learned a lot from your journey. I really hope that people who will see this or hear this will have much to take away from this podcast. Thank you so much, Ahmed bhai, for coming.
Inshallah. Jazakallah. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
So,